5. Get moving, India. It is wrong to think that taking part in sports interferes with your studies. Physical exercise is extremely important for your mind and body. When learning how to play a particular game, you have to learn the rules and remember them. You must learn how to compete and be part of a team. Even if the sport is not a team sport, you have to work with a trainer and a dietitian and practice with other sportspersons while you're still learning the sport. You learn how to get along with people, to depend on people, and to believe them and follow what they say. You also learn how to compete and understand the person who you are competing against. If you're a captain of a team, you learn how to be a good leader. In team games, players have special roles. Look at the goalkeeper in a game of football or hockey. He has to keep his eyes on the ball and the player who has it. His eyes must follow the progress of the ball as it moves from one player to the other. It is his responsibility to hold on to the ball and help his team to score points. Playing games is not easy. It is like studying and sitting for an exam. A student who is a good sports person often also does well in his studies. Let's look at a few popular games played in India. Some games like hockey, football and cricket were introduced to Indians by the British. The first hockey club was started in Kolkata, earlier called Calcutta. In 1885-86, hockey became the national game of India. The Indian hockey team played for the first time in the Olympics in 1924 at Amsterdam and came home with the gold medal without giving away a single goal. The crowd at Amsterdam was amazed at the way the famous hockey player Dhyan Chand played. From 1928 to 1956, the Indian hockey team won 24 matches in a row, including 6 Olympic gold medals. No other country has ever come close to this record. For many years, the Indian hockey teams did not perform well. But now that bad period is over, and once again, the hockey teams are making us proud. The girls of the Indian women's national field hockey team are called the Golden Girls of Hockey. They represent India in international field hockey competitions. Cricket is the most popular game in India today. The game is played all over the country. When the Indian team plays a match in India or abroad, every radio and television set is turned on. People listen to the commentary or watch the matches on TV. India has produced great cricketers from Dilip Sardesai, Ajit Wadekar and Farooq Engineer to Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Ravi Shastri and Sachin Tendulkar. Every year, stars like Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Virat Kohli and numerous others rise to entertain the world with their cricketing skills. The Indian women's national cricket team, also known as Women in Blue, represents India in international women's cricket and is one of the 8 teams competing in the ICC Women's Championship. Some famous Indian women cricketers are Diana Fram Edulji, Anjum Chopra, Mithali Raj and Jhula Nishit Goswami. Football is the second most popular game in India. British soldiers began playing football in India in the middle of the 19th century. The games were first played by army teams. Later, clubs were set up around the country. The Mohan Bagan Athletic Club became famous in 1911 when it became the first Indian team to lift the IFA Shield, a tournament earlier won only by British teams based in India. At first, the Indian teams played barefooted. India even got a gold medal in the first Asian Games in 1951 beating the booted Iran team by one single goal. In 1956, after having put on its boots, India reached the semi-final in the Melbourne Olympics football, the first Asian country to do so. It stood fourth in the tournament. This is called the golden phase of Indian football. Today, many more matches are being held so that our football teams in the states of India can compete against each other. Talented players from around the country are given an opportunity to practice the game and compete with other local and international teams. Women's football is also improving and more women around the country are playing football. Other games like Kabaddi and Kho-Kho are games that have been played in India for hundreds of years. In South India, Kabaddi is called Chedugud or Hututu. In Eastern India, men's Kabaddi is called Hadudu and women's Kabaddi is Kit-Kit. Kabaddi is a team game. From being a popular game in the villages of India, Kabaddi is now a sport recognized at the national level. Kabaddi championships have been organized at the first ever Kabaddi World Cup in Mumbai. The country won the World Cup as well. A number of talented Kabaddi players have earned recognition and brought laurels to the country. The origin of Kabaddi can be traced to the prehistoric times. Kabaddi used to be played as a way to develop the physical strength and speed in young men. It was like a war game, helping young men to become good, alert soldiers. Kabaddi also finds place in Hindu mythology. It is said that the sport of Kabaddi was created in remembrance of Abhimanyu the warrior. As per the Buddhist literature, Gautam Buddha played Kabaddi just for fun. Today, millions of people from as many as 65 countries of the world play this game in its various forms. Kabaddi is also the national sport of Bangladesh. Let's wake up to the importance of sports in our lives. Remember, a healthy body in a healthy mind is what we must all aim for. So get up and get moving, India.